people cry about what they can't do, but don't focus on what they can do. For example, people can decide in their companies that they don't want to do the 401k. They don't have to support it. They can not put money in tomorrow. You could go buy take the money out, buy something. Look what's going on with blockchain, NFTs. My favorite one of everything that's happening, sports cards, which then means comic books, toys, paintings, tchotchkes, cars, watches, like shit can I laugh at people's naivete and how basic this combo is. That same group can have 20,000 people decide that these sneakers are interesting.
Look at these cool kicks I got.
You know what I mean? So what's happening is the acceleration of supply and demand and cultural norms. So to me, because it's Wall Street, there's a little bit of like, fuck that shit. Well, there's way more fuck that shit going on. Wait till college gets its day.
But so it's
Novo, real quick.
Oh, college is gonna get crushed.
College is a fucking joke. No, really, come on. I know people think because I was a bad, no, kids are getting hurt. People mad that they lost a couple $40 on Wall Street on a trade. I'm like, you're $73,000 in debt for a piece of paper that gives you dick.
We have 4,400 colleges in America, 4,400 colleges. That's probably 3,400 too many. I mean,
brother, they're charging full price right now for fucking Zoom classes that if they listen to this podcast, they'll learn more about in an hour than the entire semester of that dog shit they get at the state university.
Yeah, no, it is interesting. We passed this myth that you need to go to college to do well in life. Everyone believes in the story.
We haven't.
What?
We're not past that myth.
No, we created.
Oh, passed on. I'm sorry.
Passed on this myth.
Yes,
right?
we did.
Yes, and therefore, if you're a parent, if you're a student, you think I'm not good unless I go to college. And then the economics say, well, geez, if you look, a college graduate does a lot better than a non-college graduate. And so we're in this transition.
Big one.
A big transition. I agree.
This one's gonna fall hardest.
Yeah, and the pyramid's gonna go like this as opposed to
correct.
Like this.
That one's gonna be fascinating to watch. And by the way, on the record for people that follow me, zero pleasure. Zero. I don't have anything against NC State. I have no feelings towards Michigan. I don't have any ill will towards Yale. And even I think Yale and a couple other brands survive because of brand. But I have sadness and compassion in my heart for the enormity, to the point where people believe that the government should be. I'm like, fuck that. You made a decision. What about accountability? You decided to go. You didn't have to.
Well, yeah, but again, people often aren't in control of their own decisions. These stories are so powerful. And everyone's saying your kid's got to go to school or you're a terrible parent. And so they sacrifice their life to send the kid to school.
If we go by what everybody says, then now you're getting into the truth of it all. The truth of it all. Self-esteem, self-awareness, insecurity.
I wish the whole country had gotten to this self-introspection, self-awareness, It
can. Sometimes all the carnage and all the disruption leads to it. Yeah. I'm sitting pretty if we can just hold our breath. I mean, the thoughtfulness of combos that are going on right now is incredibly good.
That I agree with.
Well, good. That's the punchline. That's how change happens. That's how, but let there be no confusion. Humans will always have self-interest. This nobleness makes me laugh. There's not a fucker listening to this or in the 8 billion of us walking around that doesn't have a human shortcoming. And so when you pick on one person for being too about that money, somebody else is pissing on you because you're fucking terrible for the environment. Or if you're talking about this, you're great on black rights, but you're horrible on transgen. Or you're this, this. We have to get thoughtful about giving some people we're suffocating people's ability to say, I'm sorry, and to say, I need to figure this out.
We definitely don't do sorry well in this country.
We're atrocious at it.
Atrocious.
I love sorry. I love I suck. I'm serious. It's good. I am petrified that everybody is a PR version of themselves on social and that it's now a thing, like a sports team.
Yep.
It was really interesting where my mind just went. I'm like,
fuck. Those likes and those followers and that stuff. You really meditate on that? I mean, the amount that you get out of that, the dopamine, the validation.
People are not posting because they're petrified for it not to hit the metric of their prior post. Literally humans are not sharing stuff with other humans, which is the core thing of why this all worked. Because they're worried that this picture of this coconut shake is not gonna do as well as the picture of them hiking. And so they're literally not posting. I mean, to live a life predicated on Your success and happiness is predicated on likes or followers in a social network is a very vulnerable state, but has always been our vulnerable state.
Yeah.
Do not confuse this. This is not a social media problem. This is a human problem. It's the same reason that people buy Mercedes that they can't afford, or buy homes that they can't afford, or wear sneakers that they can't afford. High school never really ends for 99% of people.
Well, that was that initial tribal impulse, that evolutionary biology that that said, get along with the tribe, make sure the tribe likes you, you won't get exiled, and then the tribe will take care of you. But now there's no actual tribe that's hunting for food and foraging for fucking berries, but we've universalized it to social media and the entirety of the world, so it can become this paralyzing thing that our brains, which were used to the Dunbar number, which was 150 people, the maximum amount of people that you could actually give a shit about in your tribe, really is what the psychologists assume. But now it's like everybody, and that's kind of fucking overwhelming. And I don't think we've really adapted, and I don't think people are really keen to how much of that social pressure actually affects us.
And the modern day parent is blaming the network, not the way they're parenting their child.
Right. With extraordinary forces.
I want to stay on this, I apologize. This is a very big thing for me. There is no social network. It's a platform. Everything on Instagram was done by a human. People are like, Gary, I'm so crippled by this bullshit, and I'm like, delete Instagram. I'm really, really, really passionate about accountability. We need to put it in the right place. We don't need to look the other way where there's systematic issues. There are, but we have to put accountability on a pedestal.
Yep.
Back to lack of entitlement. Accountability, much of a kissing cousin of lack of entitlement, is such a driver for me. Every time something happens bad, I'm like, that's my fault. And that makes me happy, not sad. It makes me feel empowered.
Yeah. I think with what we have to recognize is this is an extraordinary force. The access to social media is an extraordinary force. Doesn't mean it's good or bad. It's just a force that exists. So when you have a force that exists like that, it's the job of parents, it's the job of me and you, it's the job of everybody who's talking about it, to just remind people, like, this is a strong force, everyone. Use it for good, use it how you want, but be mindful of it. These are the ways that it can actually be using you. These are the ways that it can almost drag you like a drug addiction, right? Like, it's fine to have a few glasses of wine, but if it's a bottle of wine every night, then the wine is using you, you're not using the wine. And that's the exact same way you can look at social media.
I just really, really, really want people to stop blaming Instagram.
Yeah.
There is no Instagram, there's you. You don't like it? Don't consume it. It's free.
Yeah, I mean, just the same as don't blame the wine.
Don't
you're
blame
the
the
one.
wine.
You're the one who uncorks it.
100%.
You're the one who drinks it. And I understand that there's pressures, and I understand that there's addictive tendencies, and I understand the way that the brain works, and I understand it's not easy, and some people may have it rougher than other people, and all that's understood. But fundamentally, it's your hand, it's your bottle, it's your corkscrew. You can make a different choice. And if you need help making that different choice, fucking go get help making that different choice. It's still, though, like, I agree with you with that accountability. Like, we have to remember that this isn't about nerfing the whole world and saying, oh, video games and fucking Instagram, it's all bad and it's ruining the kids. Like, no, these are extraordinary forces. So let's acknowledge those, and let's just teach and coach and, like, help people out.
Sugar is an extraordinary force.
It is.
I got a call from a good friend of mine who I've been trying to mentor. He's like, dude, I just bought some of this stock. Put $100,000 into AMC. And I was like, what price? He's like, 17. I was like, sell it immediately. Went down to 7 the next day. I was like, so it's dangerous when the crowd whips up people into a frenzy.
It's actually not dangerous. I actually think
people are losing. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of money that they don't have to
But that's
lose.
important to happen because merit matters. No, I look at it like this. Parents over coddle kids. It's good for the kid to skin their knee. I don't want John from Reddit to lose money, but John's a big boy. Like, John made a decision. This is back to college. Like, made a decision. Fuck the system. Or, by the way, I'm very good at reading things. Like, this is what I do for a living. 90% of them had nothing to do with fuck anything other than fuck, I can make some money. Promise. The enormity of people that were going in were like, wait a minute, can I make a quick little... They're the same people that bought Bitcoin and Ethereum or baseball, Michael Jordan, they're all looking for angles. There was an incredible amount of American capitalism
that was going on.
Everybody's paying attention to, like, they're going to burn down the 88-year-old white billionaire. Fine, cool. And there is some of that. But let me promise you something. The person that is the most noble and hates Wall Street the most didn't put their life fortune into AMC. They might have bought 50 to make themselves feel good. But people did what they did for themselves. Most people did it because they wanted to make money. And the people that got caught going up and now are caught and lost $1,800, they're not going to play so fast next time.
Right? That's all true.
But that's all true. That's real though. That's how. This is what I keep going down to. 5.3 billion guy.
You're anti-paternalism.
I'm anti-overreactionism. $5.3 billion guy. You educated me. I didn't know. You're gonna be okay. Like, hey, Big L fucking sucks. You're gonna be okay. $1,800 John from Reddit loss with 4,000 in savings. Big L. Yeah. You're gonna be okay. And I believe in that shit, Novo. That's how I think humans still exist. We've had atomic bombs since the 50s. How the fuck are we still here? I think there's an underlining protectionism in the collective that happens with humans that we do not talk enough about. I really believe that.